What's good with you people? It's your boy Tella on SKillz and welcome to Tru Sessions. Today I'll be going over my track entitled Doing My Job. Yeah, I've been gone for a minute, so I got some updates for you. And without further ado, let's get into today's session. So before we get into today's Tru Sessions, let me give you an update. I've been MIA, just out of commission. And everybody who knows me, I always practice what I preach first, but I always preach work, 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 unless you drop dead. And I literally felt like I dropped dead. I was in the hospital for 4 days and 5 nights. It's a long time to me. My body completely shut down. I have gastroesophageal reflux disease, and I also have ulcers. So I'm always in the hospital. Something's going wrong. I'm trying to get on a path to where I can just go 1 year with no hospital visits unless it's for a genuine checkup because I'm feeling good and I just want to get an update on how I'm feeling. But going from 2025 into 2026, I went 7 months without any hospital visits, and I thought I was going to finally cross that 1 year mark, and it didn't happen. So I got to restart. Moving forward, I'm doing everything right to stay out of the hospital so I can keep delivering content, one, and two, just work on my overall health a lot better. I don't think I pay a lot of attention to my health like I need to, and I'm just delivering this message because I want people out there to take the time because I'm bad at it, but I'm getting better. I feel like this is going to be the year where I can finally get things in order for myself. And I have a lot of help now. My sisters are definitely pitching in a lot and just making sure that I stay on top of, taking my medicine and just doing the things that I'm supposed to do that the doctor prescribed me to do. That's always a hard thing for us African Americans to do, listen to the doctor, especially us black males. So if you're a brother out there listening to this, please go to the doctor, get your checkups, take your health serious. I haven't been doing it very well for a very long time, but once again, I'm getting on a path to doing the things that I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do them. So I can stay out of the hospital. I feel like I'm young. I got a lot of time left, and yeah, I want to enjoy it. Not always be in the bed, thrown up and whatever. And with that being said, people, I'm back. I'm better. No more trips to the hospital. We staying up out of there. Now let me break down my track. It's called Doing My Job, and it is available on all streaming platforms. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Please listen. Just listen to it. Stream it. If you like it and you love it, definitely share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But the track Doing My Job, it's encompassing of my current situation somewhat, and I just dropped jewels throughout the whole track pretty much. My opening lines, I really like that, and I hope it hits somebody hard, and I feel like somebody out there listening could relate. On the south side, living is hard and we pray for life, where clout can be a drug if you caught living off likes. That right there says a lot within itself, but clout is the ultimate drug nowadays. It's to the point where if you see somebody, Lord forbid, get hit by a car, it would seem like somebody will pull out their phone and record the incident first before calling the ambulance to help said person, whoever got hit by the car. That's just what it seems like today is just transformed into this clout. And what are they doing it for? They're doing it so when they post it on their page, whatever Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever site that they're on, that they'll get some traffic and views to their site, no matter how horrific the situation is. This clout drug is an epidemic. It's almost to me, it's worse than an opioid addiction. It's worse than crack. Once you hooked on it, it's no rehab to get off of it. I also feel a couple of, once again, in my opening lines, I say something to the effect of, they used to pull cards, now it's triggers, nobody fights. And a race to catch a body, to win is to sacrifice. And I hope that doesn't go over like the young brothers' heads, because it would seem once again that we've transformed in the sense of I want to get money has transformed into I want to catch a body. A lot of people don't have their frontal cortex fully developed enough to understand that you're going to go to jail, especially in today's society where everybody has a ring camera. Tesla trucks can record you when they're parked and nobody's in them. When they're off, they're still recording. Julio Fulio's murder case was a perfect example of, you know, in today's society, it's not like it's 1988 or even 1991 or something like that, where it's like less visibility and you're going off of word of mouth. It's like you really don't need word of mouth nowadays. You're going to be caught in 4K, high definition. So I dropped these jewels throughout the entire track, and I feel like it's me doing my job to deliver a message, not just rap and rap and rap. There's a lot of jewels within this track, and I took my time to craft it. And without further ado, let's get into today's session. So before we go any further, I want to say thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Because of you guys, I've been able to purchase my dream computer. Yes, I've been holding off on this purchase for a long while, and I decided to pull the trigger. So I have the new ProTools, new everything. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I wanted to share that bit of information with you guys. So once again, if you need some mastering on your music, if you need some mixing, light mixing, whatever you need done to your track, let me know. If you in the area and you want to come in and record and be featured on an episode of Tru Sessions, I would love to have you. Let's work. Let's get this work in. So here's my track entitled Doing My Job. Let's play it, and then I'm gonna break some things down for you and show you a couple of things I feel like you need to know. Yeah. Let me talk to you. Look. On the south side, living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off lights. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights. And the race to catch a body, to win is to sacrifice. Got my brother serving time behind bars for the rest of his life. And I know he wouldn't change a thing, but what's the things he did right? Some things I tend to think about, at times it helped me think twice. Before I make that move and lose, I play it smooth to the right. Made it out the hood, I think about my niggas still there. Can't move them out now, just hope they know that I care. But I ain't scamming, so I'm proud of myself. Although I get sick at times, I'm working out, focusing on my health, saving more than I'm spending, focusing on my wealth. I'm praying you could say the same for yourself, or put the blame on yourself. The game of life I'm playing with what is dealt, living with whatever emotion is felt. It's just a notch in my belt. Cops kill, I never seen one help. Now that's the scene that paint a pic for itself. Type of shit that need to sit on a shelf. Where I sit, you think not. Look at your inner self, which is a chore in itself. G's used to move in silence, really practice the stealth. Streets dying slow, bet that hurt more when it's felt. Protect your family and look out for your squad, cause if you ever need me, I'll be here, just doing my job. Truth teller. That was my track entitled Doing My Job. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about my track. Was I doing my job? Did you pick up some of the jewels I was putting down? Let me get into today's session, though. One thing I want to show you that I was excited about to put on this track was this SSL E channel. I know they have another one, like a purple colored one. This is from Waves, but the E channel is better for like rap vocals and R&B music. And I know that purple colored one like this is good for like rock and roll and just vocals that are just gonna be pushed a lot harder than rap vocals and R&B vocals. So I like this plugin because it actually brought my vocals to life. Now I'm gonna take out the beat and let you hear my actual vocals real quick, and I'm gonna remove this plugin and put it back on. And this is the reason why I got this plugin. One, it's a compressor. It has filters, like almost a gate type of filter on it. High frequency, high mid frequency, low mid frequency, and low frequencies. It's so many things you could do with this one plugin versus having 4 or 5 different plugins to do what this one plugin could do. So I was real excited about that. Sorry for the long tangent. Nonetheless, let me do what I said I was going to do.
The South Side living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off likes. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights.
All right, now I'm going to take it off. I'm going to play it and take it off while it's playing and listen to the difference in the vocals.
The South Side living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off likes. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights.
You hear that? That is how my booth sounds. My booth is a little boofy, if that makes any sense at all. You know, I need to somehow, not even somehow, I need to put more reflective surfaces in my booth so the vocals can bounce around a lot better. But for now, it's more of a dead space and a very absorbent room. Without this SSL, I would have to use 3 or 4 different plugins to achieve this one effect. So once again, this is with it off, and then I'm going to cut it on so you can hear the difference.
The South Side living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off likes. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights. And a race to catch a body to win is to sacrifice.
Another thing that I put on my vocals and my vocal master chain that I like a lot, that I didn't have access to before, but I love how it sounds, it's a saturation, real tape saturation. Man, this does a lot to the vocal. Let me let you listen to it. Once again, I'm going to play the vocal, cut it off so you can hear the difference.
The South Side living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off likes. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights. And a race to catch a body to win is to sacrifice. Got my brother serving time behind bars for the rest.
It just solidifies and brings out certain parts of the highs. Now, honestly, I don't really know how to use this effect to its fullest capability yet. But one thing that I did change that I liked, it was on US at first. I put it on Swiss. It made a big difference. I started to mess with the drives and the outputs, and it distorted my vocal a little bit. I'm probably using it wrong, but I like how it sounds with just making that one switch from US to Swiss. It made a real big difference, especially if you put your headphones on. You can hear that a lot better. On my master vocal bus, I also put, this is a multi-band dynamics 4-channel EQ, but it's sort of like the C4, but to me, this is better than the C4 because you have actual gain that you can boost or reduce on each frequency after you solo and change where it the range on your vocals. Like I took out all of the lows and the room noise. And another thing that I like is it has a depth meter. So if you want to boost the gain and cut down the depth and also maybe raise the threshold, it gives it a unique sound versus with the C4, you don't have 3 different elements on each frequency that you could change like this. So I like this, and this is part of the Pro series. I like this a lot better, honestly. It's a lot better. Couple of other effects that I dropped on my master bus are these Fairchilds. I like both of them. I probably shouldn't be using both of them at the same time, but one thing that I learned is do what you like. There's no wrong way or no right way as long as the vocal comes out exactly how you like it. Now, there are some basic rules to follow, like you need to start off with EQing your vocals to make sure that you cut out all subtractive EQing, not just EQing, subtractive EQing, so you can cut out all of the resident frequencies that you don't like, and then start putting on your compression if you need it. Maybe boost the vocal if it's too low, do different things, but you generally always start with your EQ first. So outside of those rules, those basic rules, any other flavor you want to add to your vocal, I feel like just throw it on there. If it's too much, your ears will tell you. When your vocal becomes distorted beyond belief and you went from something great to something horrible, then you should know. I also put a final de-esser on my master bus, and what it does is not doing too much, but it's taking off the last bit of semblances on my plosive words and the hisses and the s's. It's taking off that last bit. You don't have to do it, but I feel like you should. Another thing that I wanted to show you that I told you I was going to show you in my last video is giving yourself some headroom. Pause. Now, to do that, I always cut the beat down. I trim the beat down. I actually leave the beat set on the meter on the mixer at 0, but I put a trim effect on it so that way I can cut some of the beat down to give my vocals some headroom. And then in the final master bus, I put a little tiny bit of boost, as you can see, the slightest 0.5 dB of boost back in it, so that way it brings everything back up a little bit. But to me, what does the best is actually just putting a maxim or some type of limiter on your last overall bus that controls everything, so that way you can bring your overall volume up. Now, in the new Pro Tools, they have this cool effect called heat. Am I using it?
The South Side living.
I'm not using it, but it is cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know. I don't know why I'm not using it now. I probably have a reason for that. But what it does is the same thing that I'm doing right here with these two effects. You don't have to do that per se. I always say put a limiter on your final bus, but with the heat, it brings the overall volume of your track up. It boosts the instrumental in a very interesting way. I like that. I haven't been messing with the tone too much. I need to start messing with that, but I'm not using it for a reason, probably because I have this mix right here and I don't need it. Question for all my engineers out there. Do you prefer using a Maxim or the Pro limiter? And do you put it on your actual vocal or your vocal bus? Or do you not do that at all? Let me know. I'd be interested to know who else uses the limiter on their actual vocal just to give it that overall threshold that you want, to add that ceiling and cut it off where you want. Or is that unnecessary? Do you feel like that's just overkill? Leave your comments below. Now, after I did my SSL on that was like my first actual effect on my vocal. The next thing that I did was some subtractive EQing, and I really like what I came up with. Let me let you hear it. I'm gonna play it with it on, then cut it off. To some people, it's gonna make the vocal a little bit louder, but with it becoming louder, it's uncontrollably louder. Like some of the frequencies that you're hearing are really harsh. You know, some people like that. I really don't like those harsh frequencies. With my subtractive EQing, it controls the actual vocal a lot better. Let me let you hear it.
The South Side living is hard and we pray for life. Where clout can be a drug if you're caught living off likes. They used to pull your card, now it's triggers, nobody fights. And the race to catch your body to win is to sacrifice. Got my brother serving time behind bars for the rest of his life. And I know he wouldn't change a thing, but what's the things he did right? Some things I tend to think about, at times it helped me think twice. Before I make that move and lose, I play it smooth to the right. Made it out.
I like it when the vocal's more controlled, and then I can turn the output of the vocal up if I need to, or use the Pro limiter and just bring the threshold, the input down. Well, it's threshold, input, same thing. Bring that down, and that'll still bring my vocal up. Make sure that your output isn't set to like dead flat 0, because then your vocal, to me, it sounds like it's clipping, depending on how loud you're recording it in the first place. But when it's always set to 0, I think it can cross that threshold, or it sounds like it does, and it might crunch a little bit. You definitely don't want that crunch sound. Or if you want your vocals crunchy, leave it at 0. It's all up to you. And there you have it, people. That's my track entitled Doing My Job. Once again, it's available on all streaming platforms. So when you get a chance, wherever you listen to your music, type in Truth Tella Young Skillz. All of my music will pop up. A lot of my music will pop up, but you're looking for the track entitled Doing My Job. Play it, take a listen, stream it, share it with your friends. Thank you for the love and support. And until we meet again, remember, stay safe and be blessed. I'll catch you on the next episode, people. Peace.